Hi, I'm Emma from Finding Minute Pilates, and today I've got a nice little sequence that you can do from the comfort of your own chair. This is a great routine to do if you've been sitting at your desk too much, or if you're just generally feeling really hunchy and forward and you want to open out through the chest and make your back feel a little bit better. All you need for today is a chair to sit on and a ball. Something around this size is perfect. You want it to be a ball that has a little bit of a squish in it. You can even use a ball that you've got lying around that the kids play with at home. Let's get to it. So the first exercise that we're going to do today is with our ball between our back and the chair. You want to position the ball so that the back of your rib cage can comfortably press into the ball. You're going to sit up nice and tall and then just bring your hands to your sternum. We glide our sternum up and look up towards the ceiling, rounding your spine back over the ball, and then we'll glide our sternum back down. So you gently guide your ribs backwards into the ball, just a gentle press backwards, and then lifting up, keeping that gentle pressure from the back of your rib cage into the ball, and then we'll release forward again. So just going into a nice little bit of thoracic extension here with the support of the ball behind you so that you don't feel any tension through the back at all. You can even press your feet down into the floor so they're actively engaged, lifting up and return. So maybe you want to try about 6 or 8 of those, depending on how hunched forward you feel, starting to open up, wake up the muscles in your back. And then we can add in a lovely arm movement as well. I'm just going to turn the chair around so you can see it from the front. All right. So now we're going to add a gentle arm movement onto that previous exercise. We start the same way. We press backwards into the ball, glide your sternum up, lift your gaze to look at the ceiling, and then you might want to stretch your arms up to the ceiling as high as they can go. Let your shoulders really lift and circle your arms around to the side. Return your spine to vertical. We're ready to start again. So it's a gentle press backwards into the ball, glide the sternum up, stretch your arms and open out. Return your spine. Make sure you're connected into the ball and away you go again. Breathe in as you lift up into your extension and breathe out as you open your arms and return. Take 3 more of these. Nice big inhale and breathe it out. Let's do 1 more. Now, as you're circling your arms around, the further backwards you take your arms, the better you're going to get a stretch through the chest. Nice opening out. So the next exercise is to lift up, go around, leave your arms at shoulder height, and then we'll just gently stretch our arms backwards, feeling that nice opening out through our chest, and then return to vertical. From here, we're going to have our arms resting long down by our side and just do a little lateral flexion or sideways bend through the spine. So once again, just keeping the back of your ribs connected into your ball, we take a nice stretch down towards the floor with one hand. Reach down and then we'll lift up and we're going to stretch to the other side and lift up. Now, as you're doing your little sideways bend, you want to think of the opposite sit bone really anchoring down into the chair. And that's going to help you open out through the side of your body and give you a nice little stretch. So you might want to do about 6 to 8 of these on each side. And then we'll make it even more delicious. As you reach down with one hand, the opposite hand reaches up for the ceiling. And then we'll come back and switch. So your arms are reaching in opposition, really helping to open up the little muscles in between the ribs, making breathing a little bit easier for you. And again, Maybe do 6 to 8 of these on each side. From there, we're going to take our hands back into a prayer position. Actively press your hands into each other, and if it feels good, lift your elbows up to the side so you get a little bit of a wrist stretch here. Then, maintaining that position, we're going to pull our ribs back into the ball once more and then do a little spine twist around the spine. We'll come back to the middle. See if you can grow your spine even taller, maintain that length, and twist the other way. We'll breathe in as we come back through the center and breathe out to twist. The whole time, your rib cage is feeling connected into the ball behind you. Feels nice and supported. And again, 6 to 8 of those on each side. Our next exercise is our chest lift. So we're doing this in our chair, which is a fabulous way to really connect into your abdominal muscles without having any tension or strain through your neck or your back. Taking your hands behind your head, we press our skull backwards into our hands to activate the deep neck flexor muscles. Take a breath in, grow as tall as you can through the spine. Gently press back into the ball with the back of your ribs as you glide the front of your ribs down towards your hips. Then as we breathe in, we still press backwards into the ball and lift the spine up tall. We exhale, get the connection of the back ribs into the ball, glide the front ribs down, coming into a little forward flexion. And then as we inhale, we lift up. Good. As you're going into your forward flexion, see if you can gently draw your sit bones towards each other and feel how that helps you to engage your pelvic floor and your low tummy just a little bit more. Let's do a few more of these. Constantly pulling the back of your head into your hands, so there's no forward pulling on your head or your neck. And last one. After this, we're going to open our elbows out, once again opening out through the chest. You might even like to do another little back bend here. Take some nice deep breaths. And then let your arms relax. Okay, so for our next set of exercises, you're going to sit towards the very front edge of your chair, almost as far forward as you can without the chair tipping or you sliding off. Okay, this time we're going to have our heel on top of the ball, and we're just going to start by waking up the muscles in the back of our leg, our hamstrings and our glutes a little bit. So you flex your ankle. We're going to press down from the very top of the back of your thigh, pressing down with your thigh bone to press your heel down into the ball. And then you release out of that. So it's pressing from the top of the thigh down to have your heel travel down into the ball, having some resistance from the ball, and then release. So you do about 8 of those. And then we're going to add on a knee extension onto that. So we press down again from the back of your thigh, keep that connection of your heel into the ball as you try and roll the ball away from you, keeping your heel flexed. Then keep pressing down into the ball as you drag your heel back in towards your bottom, and you should feel lots of nice work along your hamstrings here. So again, it's that press down. Keep pressing into the ball as you stretch your leg out. Get a little drawing up of the kneecap here, and then press the heel into the ball. Keep pressing it in like you're dragging your heel back in through sticky mud. You do 8 to 10 of those on each side, just to wake up the muscles in the back of your legs. Our final movement of the day is a nice hip flexor stretch, so we can open out through the front of our hips, which often get tight when we're sitting down. You're going to have one knee placed on top of the chair, the other leg out forwards of the chair in a bit of a lunge position. Grow your spine up nice and tall, and then try and tuck your tailbone down the back of your legs, taking your pelvis into a posterior tilt, and that immediately should have the effect of giving you a bit of a stretch down the front of the hip. We'd hold that for around 30 seconds, and then you can release that and switch over to the other side. So there you have it, a nice quick little routine that you can do anytime you're sitting down with the ball close by to help open you out through the chest, wake your back muscles up, and have you feeling a little bit better at the end of the day. I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!